Hello fellow yarn lovers, you've clicked on it, it is my turkey haul. No, in my opinion, it's not a big haul, but in others' opinions, it might be a big haul. Let's find out. Okay, this is the bulk of it, and it's still vacuumed. So I thought I would treat you to like the sound of it unsucking. Wasn't as dramatic as I thought. Let me turn this off. Let's just crack it open fully, shall we? Right. I think I bought too much. Right, I'm going to do it shop by shop. So for some of them, they're like little businesses and I might not know the shop name, but I will try to get you it. I'm pretty sure that in my vlog I did an okay job of like putting the fronts of the shops, especially around the downstairs of the Tahiri Kuchuhan, which is the yarn point in Istanbul. It's literally down so there's the Grand Bazaar and there's the really famous like street where there's all the knockoff goods, which is called Mahmutpasha, and like the yarn is in the little, there's like a whole street sign in the middle of the Mahmutpasha that says Tahiri Kuchuhan, and it points in at it, and you go into there, and then lo and behold, in the downstairs corner there's like 5 or 6 little wool shops, and then in the pretty much the entirety of the upstairs is all to do with like yarn and raffia and bag making and a lot of fibre art kind of stuff. It's mainly based around knitting and crochet. Probably more crochet than knitting, to be honest, over there, because the bags are crocheted, the hats are crocheted, just a lot of the stuff is crocheted there. But I mean, knitting, it does exist over there. It's just crochet seems to overshadow it a little bit, which is in stark contrast to the UK, which I find that knitting often overshadows crochet. Just like at yarn shows from experience, that for every one vendor that has crochet patterns, there's probably another 5 vendors which have knitting patterns. But I aspire to be, polyfibrous, and I will learn to knit one. Well, I do know how to knit. I just knit like an absolute parrot, to be honest. my hands just be like over it, like I'm perched and I'm trying to knit like this. But I did discover that I'm a combination knitter. Right, anyway, you're like, shut up, woman. We want to see the yarn. We want to know what you paid for it, and we want to know the street value of the yarn, and is it worth travelling to Istanbul to buy it? I think we did actually establish in my last Istanbul haul, based on what I'd bought, it was definitely worth travelling there. But right, okay, let's crack on. So I'm going to go with the downstairs shop, which was the Ali's or the Alize. I do already have some in my stash. It's up there. It's this pink stuff here. And I just haven't got round to using it yet. I know exactly what I want to do with it. I just haven't got round to using it yet because it's like it's really fine and sparkly and fuzzy, and I want to run it with something to make an absolutely gigantic like blanket wrap for myself. But the time escapes me. Right, my first purchase was a few different colours of this Alize Diva. So it's Diva Fine Forever, and this was 56 Turkish lira each. Now we're going to go through this with a pen and paper. Based on today's exchange rates, which were pretty much there or thereabouts, minus 1 or 2 lira, which means like 4 British pence. So basically, when I've just Googled it today, so I'm doing a little bit of work for you, but you have Google, you're watching YouTube, you have Google. If you were from the USA and you went to spend, 56 Turkish lira, you would be spending $1.36. So these little beauties were $1.36, one whole pound, €1.16 as well with those. So I got this beautiful colour. This is, it doesn't have a colour name. It's just a beautiful little browny, beigey kind of colour. It's got like a sheen. I got a nice green, so that's £2. I got a nice red, because we love red. So that's £3. And then I got 2 blacks. So I've spent a £5. I must have got 3 of these. So I've got 3 of these nudie colours. I've got 2 whites. I've got a beautiful pink. So I have spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 British pounds. Okay, so that's £10. Now, this is the fun bit. This is when we Google this and see what we can find this for in the UK. So the results are in. Okay, so since I have spent 10 British pounds on this, I found it online in a couple of places. It's £2.79 online if I want to buy it. Delivery looks ridiculous because it's not coming from the UK. So I'm not going to include the delivery. I'm just going to, just the price of the yarn. So £2.79. So that's basically £27.90 it would cost me if I wanted 10 of these. So I've saved myself £17.90 or basically 18 quid. So lovely little saving there. We're going to add these savings up as we go. If you like a little bit of maths, feel free to add these up. Don't do it in your head, you'll hurt yourself. Okay, right, the next shop is upstairs. If you've watched the vlogs, it was in the second one, I believe, and there was the really lovely little lad working there for, I think it was his uncle, and he was a very good salesman. And I think that we've been in there twice, but I didn't film the first one because we just went for like a pre-lookout. But I got 2 of these, which is... Sneaky's going wild. This is Yarn Art Rose Garden. Now, these, so I bought 4 cakes. What are you doing, you wild animal? So I bought 2 of these. I'm actually making something with one of them, which is exciting. So it's off on its travels and on the living room. I was going to say floor, no, it's on the couch. I'm making something with it, but trust me, there's 2 of these. And I also got this colour. So I haven't started working with these 2, but this is Yarn Art Flowers Moonlight, and it's very sparkly. I don't know if the light's going to pick up how sparkly it is. It's lovely. It's got like a thread running through it. And believe it or not, this, for 4 of these cakes, this was £16.93. So that is basically like £4.20 something per cake. And these cakes, like the Rose Garden, I've got one up there actually. Look. There's one, there's this, there it is. There's an orange and blue one, which I bought from Actually Yarn. Now Rose Garden is normally about £10. And the Flowers Moonlight, this stuff, it can retail anywhere between like 11 and 13. So if we say 2 of these are £10 each in the UK. I've basically paid 4 quid. Yes, that's a £6 saving per cake. So the savings are mounting up. So if we do 4 times 6, this is a £24 saving. So I'm going to add that to my savings. So 24 monies to add to savings. So honestly, you pick up the savings. Let me just pop these back in. So that's 4 cakes for 16 British monies. What's that in dollars? Approximately $21.60 odd cents. Yes, that's massive saving. I don't know how much these retail for in the US, or if you can get them in the US. Maybe something similar. I don't know. Never been. Might go. Don't know. But that is a wonderful saving. So let me just pop these away because I'm going to end up making an absolute mess around me. Okay, right. I did buy more from them. And I didn't expect to buy something like this, but I thought, oh, it's a bit nice that. And these were, so I got 10 of each colour. Well, not of each colour, Jesus, there was like 10 colours. So with these, I'm going to try and make myself a nice bag. I don't know how much yarn I'll need because I want quite a big bag, but it'll be a video when I actually find the time to do it. And it will be some kind of dupe. So I've seen a bag, it's a designer bag, and I want my own version, but like I don't have a spare £1,000. But I did have a few Turkish lira floating around in my handbag while I was there. So I got this lovely black colour. Should I get one out? Let's have a look. We'll have it inspect. So can you see it's got sequins on it? And it's like, it's not the softest. However, you could make a garment from it. And I'm pretty sure if you washed it, it would be nice. So the black one's got like a gold sequence on it. There we go. Focus on the camera. And it's got a bit of like a shimmery twist. I don't know if the camera's picking up the shimmery twist. So there's a shimmery twist going through it as well, which is really, really nice. So, and it seems like a sturdy, kind of just 100%, well not 100% cotton because it's got sequins, but like, it is cotton. So I got 10 of those, and then I got 10 of the beige. Let you have a little nosy at the beige. So that's the beige one there. So it's got like gold sparkles in it as well, and it's got that little iridescent thread going through it. Now this brand, it's just Insi Cotton Pulu. I hope I'm saying it right. Insi Cotton. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to see how much you can get it for. But I got each one for approximately, well, no, exactly 37 lira. Now that is not even a pound. That's about 66 pence. So I got 20 balls altogether. Let's do some maths. Now when I've done me Googling, This is hard to come by. This is really hard to come by. There's like Facebook groups within it, but it's like not in the UK. So if I did, there was one place I could get it from, and that was eBay. And they were selling 4 of these for 12 monies, which makes these approximately £3 each if I wanted them. That's £60 for this. I've literally spent £13.28. And that was supposed to be £60. So we're going to add this saving on here. I'm going to give you a total at the end. I'm going to add these savings up, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Now, the next place we went was upstairs. Now, this is where we went to the place we weren't supposed to go. So there's like the downstairs bit with everything in the corner. There's the middle, like, well, the upstairs with everything around, like the outside. And then there's some stairs. And in the video, like the first video, I think I said, I don't think we're supposed to be here. And I don't think we were. But the man came upstairs and he was like, what doing? And I was like, vlogging, you know, move. Because I just discovered like the spawn point of like loads of Nako and Papatia Boutique and CCB Boutique, which I did get some. I didn't get loads because I was trying not to go too ham because I knew that we were going to go over to the other side of Turkey, like to the Asian side. So I didn't go too ham, but I did get stuff that I wanted. Now the first one is this Nako Vals here. Look at the colours on there. Obviously it's like oranges and blues. It's like, I'll take one out. It's like autumny colours. Oh, it's sealed. Sealed. You are honoured me opening this. I'm just going to open it a teensy bit. Now my plan for this, when I can get into it, is to do some colour work with this. Oh, right, come here. Now it's very, very much there's a few yarns like it. I do have some Nako Vals. It's actually up there. Oh, let me just show you it. It's up. Where is it? There. It's like there. So it's. Do you know Hobby? Hobby do their Halloween yarn. It's just basically, so that one's the colour of Hobby's Halloween yarn, but it's not sparkly. It's their Universe. So they don't have this colour in Hobby Universe, but this is very, very similar to Boho Spirit, or it's very, very similar to Hobby Carnival. I don't know if it's exactly the same. I've not done a deep dive into that, but it's very similar. Will give a very similar sheen, rovingness, might pill to itself a teensy bit, but it is absolutely stunning if I do say so myself. And for this and for the CC Boutique that I bought, I'll get that out now. I won't take it out the packet because I think you can pretty much see it. So it's the CCB Boutique that is like these beautiful like yellows and oranges and pinks. It's like a sunset kind of colour, like a sunset over the ocean. Got 5 of those, and then I got 5 of these Nako ones. So the man was upstairs and I was like, right, I want to buy this and I want to buy this, and I presented him with this CCB Boutique and this Nako Vals, and it was something like 500 lira. And like liras, they come in like notes of 100s or 200s or 50s, but normally people deal in 100s and 200s. So we presented this man with 3 £200 notes, and then he went off. He had to go and trot off and get some change from his friend who was running another shop downstairs. So I remember getting the 100 lira change. So yeah, it was literally like when you turn 500 lira into pounds, it's £8.98. This is £9 for all of this. Now I remember when I got this last year, it was a very, very similar price. I think because he was upstairs in like a hidden part of the yarny world there, he did these a little bit cheaper because it was like a storage or what, I don't know. They were a little bit cheaper. So these were like 90p each. And when I've had a look online, these are £4. So these like the cheapest I can get this colour for myself without any kind of delivery. It's £4. Now the CCB Boutique, when I've looked on Knitting Network, I do love Knitting Network, it's £2.79 on Knitting Network, so 90p, £2.79. I know what I'd rather pay. So right, I'm going to do some maths, add it to the savings. Right, we're going to do Madamella now. So this I picked up in Madamella. Now this was like the equivalent of 50 Great British pence each, so like £0.50. Hello Sneaky, hi coming. Sneaky has joined us. Well, she's joined me. I don't know if she's going to come and see you. Come on. That was such a big jump. Right, so I'm going to just kind of compare it to the Nako Vals that you've just seen. I'm going to kind of compare it to that because it's got that sheen, it's a bit woven. I'm just going to imagine that something like this in the UK would probably cost at least 3 monies. So I'm going to say that was 3 monies. That should have been £6. I have paid £1 for both balls, therefore I have saved £5. I'm going to write that on my little list, underline it, we're going to add it up. Right, also in Madamella, there was the wonderful lady that worked there, and she showed me these yarns. Now, I didn't buy the colour that she had made the jumper in. This is when she said it took her 5 balls to make this whole beautiful jumper that was on a mannequin. And then I said, well, I'm fat, so I need 10. I literally bought more than 10. So I really like this colour. I can't remember where I've seen a yarn like this before. It's thin, it's 120 metres, it's very, very light. It is Lanoso Lovebird. So I got it in this colour, and I got it in this blue colour. Now let me just count, because there is a hell of a lot here. I'm just going to count how many I actually got, and then try and remember how much I paid for it. I've done the counting. Right, so these were 35 Turkish lira each. So I got 12 of these. I thought I got 10. Must have snuck an extra 2 in the basket. Goodbye. And I got 6 of these, because I've always, with like being plus size, and if I know I'm going to make myself a garment, I always overbuy, which is why I have a lot of yarn here, just to be on the safe side, because especially if I'm going quite far to buy my yarn, I tend to overbuy, and then whatever's left I can stick on Vinted, or I can make something little, I can make accessories, or I can make things to match. So we have to do 12 plus 6, which is 18, 18 times 35, which is not something I'm doing in my head. 630 lira. Like, for the amount of these that I bought, it was only £11.50. Huh? For all of these, I got 18 balls of this, and it was only £11.50. That's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, I'm still recording. I was just telling other half for the sheer volume of these. It was £11.50 for all of them. I didn't realise I was still recording there. I was just amazed. Right, so these should cost. Hang on, I'm going to stop filming and I'm going to Google that. Now, I can't find much Lanoso, but based on some of the yarns that I found, which are just basic and not even sparkly. So, because this is sparkly and it's thin. And it's 50 grams, it's like a cotton acrylic blend of 80-20. If you can hear Sneaky, she's still being a naughty cat in the background. £5. £5 for these. And then there's delivery on top. Like, I'm just Googling, and that's what I'm finding. So I'm going to have to do 18 times 5 now, which is 90. And that is ridiculous. £90 it would cost me for this if I want to buy that in the UK. That can't be right. But it is. Yeah, it is. Wow. £5 each. Shut up. That really does blow me away. That is a massive saving. That is ridiculous. I can't even find a yarn substitution to really compare it to anything. So, glad I bought that now. Right, anyway, let's move on. Now, you would have seen this, it's in a packet. This, now, I did have a proper look at it once I got back upstairs and I had signal. So this Ghazal Rock and Roll, you can no longer get this on Ice Yarns because it's the Rockstar yarn, I do believe. I get one out. I don't know if I've got a, see. Now this is the exact makeup, you know, no tea, no shade. It's the exact makeup of Hobby Metallico. Now this one is just like straight up black. So I don't know if Hobby has this straight up black. I don't know if I've got a Hobby Metallico in black to compare it to. But when I went and searched the ingredients were identical. It's 21% acrylic, it's 20% polyamide, and it's 9% merino wool. So it's like identical makeup. So I went and I searched, and these were like 60 pence each. So, which is amazing. It's like, that's not even $1 either. If you're watching this from the US, that's probably not even $1. I'll check. So $1 is 74 pence. So these were less than $1. I got 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 10. So this was £6.60 for all of these. And you know, I'll compare them to Hobby because it's pretty much the same product, to be honest. But to get like 2 balls of this, I mean, this is a wonderful yarn, and I have bought it from Hobby. In fact, I bought this in different pinks to use for my bouquet. So I do buy from Hobby, I'll buy from Turkey. If I can get this stuff when I want it, I'll buy it. This wasn't just bought for greed. I was considering maybe putting this into a giveaway prize, but we will decide the giveaway prize once we hit 20k on here. So if you see any yarns in this that you would like to see in the giveaway, apart from the ones I'm going to make a bag from, you can't have those. But if you see any yarns which you think would be nice in the giveaway, drop a comment. I might put them in the giveaway. Okay, after a bit of Googling, these were 30 lira each in the shop, which means I paid 300 lira, getting stuck here, 300 lira for this pack, which is, so they're 54 pence each basically, which is just absolutely out of this world. Now, I did not pull up the Hobby prices because obviously it's not branded as Hobby, it's branded as Ghazal Rockstar, and Ghazal Rockstar is retailing for approximately £2.80. You would have to pay delivery on top of that because it's coming from, you know, not in the UK. I don't know what you can get it for in other parts of the world. I just know in Turkey they were 30 lira and I got 10. So these, so 54 pence times 10 is £5.40, which is bloody amazing. So £5.40 in the what I paid for it, and then I will do some more calculations to add on here so we can get the full on street value of the yarn. So let me just pop this to one side, and then we are going to go into my favourite shop, which is the first shop that we went to on the Asian side, and it's a Yun. Oh, I can never get the name. I'll put, here is their Instagram. These are just amazing. This shop is amazing. I follow them on Instagram. They follow me on Instagram. And they like my things. I like their things. They are a wonderful shop. I will always, whenever I'm in Istanbul, that is one of the destinations that I have to visit. And this year I did get things that I wanted to get last time, but just didn't. So I've got them this time and I'm really chuffed. And I'm going to pick them up out of here. I didn't go too ham. I mean, I don't think I've gone too ham. Sat here in my chaos. I don't think I went mad. Like, we'll have a look at how much I've actually spent because I don't know what I've spent. And then for a bit of fun afterwards, we're going to have a look at the naughty things that are, you know, brands, stuff that I've bought. So we'll we'll get these out. Let's get these out. So I got 3 of these because I just want to make myself a nice fat scarf with these because these are a bit nice. They're really soft. What is this even? This is, I think it's just acrylic. Does it have a, yes, just 100% premium acrylic. Lovely, lovely colours, nice and blue, absolutely stunning. Maybe I should have got an orange to mix in with it, but such is life, I didn't. These were 70 liras each, and they're escaping me now. So I've spent 210 lira, which is £3.77. And if I want to buy these in the UK, these are £2.95 each, which means I would spend £8.85 for all 3 of these if I was in the UK. As it happens, I've saved over a £5, so I'm very pleased with this. Right, I'm going to pop these down somewhere safely until I can make something nice, which will probably be in the coming weeks, probably just in a vlog because I need a scarf because it's autumn. Right, next thing, right, I'm going to show you what I was dead excited about. This is Nakoval's. It is the softest yarn ever. Now there are some similar-ish yarns. Stylecraft do like a very soft, like brushed acrylic yarn, which is similar, but it's not as soft. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but this is just the epitome of like the absolute softness. So I got myself 2 in this wonderful blue shade. Does it even have, I don't know if it's got a name, it's just got a colour number 5498. This is actually acrylic and polyamide, so that's probably what gives it the softness, because I find sometimes polyamide is really soft and sometimes polyamide is disgusting. In this case it's not, it's lovely and soft. So I got 2 blues here, so pleased with that. And then I got 2 whites here. These were 65 Turkish lira each, by the way, which is approximately like £1.20 something, which is very cheap. So lovely white colour there. And then I might surprise you, I did not go for orange, I went for pink. I just thought if I want something nice and flowy, that this would be like a little cute Sleeping Beauty palette. No idea what I'm going to make. I did think of a scarf, but like, how many bloody scarves would I be making if I made everything into a scarf? That's a lot of scarves. I do want like wraps. Do you know, if you watch Secret Yarnery, she has a lot of wraps, and when she shows them off I get dead jealous because I don't have any. I like to make cardigans. I have a lot of cardigans, but like just to pick up a wrap and wrap myself up in it, that would be nice. So I figured if I made maybe a wrap or something, or you know, one that you can wear outside. So if you did like 3 humongous granny squares and stitched them together in like a V shape, then that's like a, not exactly a poncho, but like something you could wrap over yourself and look dead nice in. Anyway, so just a little bit more information on these. You can get these in the UK, but they're about £3 each. Let's have a look. Does it tell? It should tell me how much. I think I had this struggle when I was in the shop looking for the meterage. 245 meters each. So I've got like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like 1400 meters. So that probably is enough for me to make myself like a cropped cardigan if I wanted, but I would just panic in case I'd run out. So I don't think I'll cardigan it. I think I'll make like some kind of nice granny square wrap with it. I want to play with it. I want to make it look, you know, a bit different, something nice, because it's not very often that you see like brushed or fluffy yarns made into garments made with granny squares. So that would be very nice. So I'm really pleased with that. I think next time I do go to Turkey, oh, and like this, so next time I go I definitely will get some more of this, but it seems to be like a winter thing. So literally the week after the shop updated up on their Instagram that they just restocked all the bloody colours. So it's like, it must be like a proper winter yarn over there. I'm petting it like it's a little, like I'm just holding sticky. So yeah, they've got like full shelves of it, but you can get this in the UK. I think where did I see it? Let me just have a look. I'll just back onto my search history. Naco Paris. You can get it on Etsy, but it's got a big delivery fee. I think Yarn Street appears to have it, but I've never bought from Yarn Street. But everything seems to be in GBP. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, it's in euros. Oh. I don't know where you can get this in the UK. It's I don't know, maybe it's just a Turkey thing. You can order it on Etsy, but delivery be like 15 Great British pounds. I don't know what it is on Ice Yarns. I'm not sure. If you know this, please do look in the comments. And I know that you can check Ravelry for yarn substitutions. I'm sure you can. But yeah, so, oh, I'm dropping it. Anyway, right. I've got one more thing to show you. No, I haven't. I've got one more thing from this shop to show you, and then you're waiting for the yarn eggs. I know you're waiting for the yarn eggs. We'll get these out of the way, then I'll show you the yarn eggs. Okay, the math be mathing. Right, so you can get this beautiful Ali's Diva, which is my final show before I get the eggs out. So this is, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it in packs of 5 for £29.67. This exact colour. This is colour 5550, and then the lot number 220370 if you're interested. It's just 100% acrylic, but it's like so fine. Look how fine it is. It's really, really skinny, and I'm guessing it would give a nice drape. Because I honestly thought this was like the same material, like, you know, fibre makeup of this, but this is 20% cotton, but this is just pure 100% microfiber cotton, and it's quite something. It's really nice. It's almost like got like a silky sheen to it as well. Anyway, right, money. Let's talk money. So if I wanted to buy this in the UK, it's pretty expensive each. It's £5.93 each, based on a pack of 5 being £29.67. So I have saved just under £30 by buying like these 6 of them. You only had like, did you have 6? It was 6, yeah. You only had 6 of these left. So I took all of them, naturally, just in case. I was like, what will I make with these? They're so beautiful, I can't leave them here, because they were blue and orange as well. But yeah, so these come in loads of different colours as well. There was more than what was on the shelf in the shop, and they've got them in solids. I've not googled if you can shop for the solids in the UK, but I'm guessing if you can get the boutique on Amazon and you really, really wanted it, you could get it in the solids. I'm guessing you could get your hands on all of these. Some would be a lot harder than others. You can go to Turkey, fill your boots. But yeah, so right, what we're going to do is we're going to get the eggs out, and then we're going to talk money about the yarn. So let me just fetch the eggs for you, because I know you're dead excited for those. You already know I bought this egg. Like, you already know as soon as you saw this egg. This, I don't know the contents, the fibre, anything at all. I know nothing much about this egg. It's kind of starting to unravel itself. I'm going to have to... How on earth was this wrapped? I think it's like that. I think. There. Right, so you saw, I don't know what the machine's called. It's, you can get like hand... Basically, it looks like a policeman's truncheon. Like this kind of shape. It's like a long pointy shape. But it's like an electronic one, and it spins around. It's in the second part of the Istanbul vlog. And it just spins it round. Now this, I can hold it up. It's just a bit of something. It's got all different like blues and whites in it. I'm trying to have a look at the ply of it. This cost me, hang on, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 different things mixed in with it. and like one of them has these little kind of tufts. Some of them, they're just kind of different, you know. Hang on a minute, there you go. So they've got like little tufts in it. This thing weighs 800 grams, so he weighed it because when you buy everything from him, he just does it by weight. So he was charging 300 lira per kilogram, so the fact that this was 800 and something grams means that this was not even £6. Now, I have no idea what the meterage is. It's pretty compact, like it's very, like if you look in the centre, it's very, very compact. Yeah, it's like I couldn't even vacuum pack this. It literally had to be held, and it's got a bit of weight in it. So I got that one. Now, what confuses me is when you watch the vlog, and I'm going to show you the custom blend that I had made. He had to, with the custom ones. I'll grab one. It'll make more sense. Oh no, that's my Balenciaga trainers. You're going to see those in a bit. Right, I've got them all on the desk. I feel like I should have braided my hair so I could have been like Daenerys Targaryen. Right, so the size of this egg, which was sat outside, I have no idea how he did this because on his machine, the only like size he could produce was this size. And look, it's quite the size difference. It's huge. So I asked for 1 kilogram of my custom blend, if you can see. So it's like oranges and different textures. And then I asked for sparkle to be put in it as well. And I asked for 1 kilogram, and I assumed I would get an egg like this, like a massive Daenerys Targaryen type dragon egg. But no, I got 1, 2. I'm still going. 3, 4, 5, and a tiny baby one. I got 6 dragon eggs. They've actually got a bit of a funny smell to them. It's strange. It smells like his shop. Like one of the things about Istanbul is like it smells really badly of cigarettes because like smoke can just be a thing over there. As soon as you get off the plane, stinks of cigarettes. So they've got a bit of like a waft of like, not this one, not that one, but maybe because the cones were old, I don't know, maybe they've just been smoked around for like the best part of a decade, I don't know. But yeah, so my custom blend is I'll get a strand for you, but I ordered 1 kilogram, and because I had a sparkle, so it's approximately like £13.50 ish with like the exchange rate now. So I mean, for a bloody kilogram, and I don't even know how much. I mean, he was going for a while. I don't even know how much he's had. I think this is the first one he did because it's got like all of the yarn buff coming out of it. But yeah, so I don't know how much is here. All I know is that I'm going to be able to make like a nice big garment. But this is me teeny little egg. And he kind of put like, because I was outside. And I think the first time we saw the eggs, I saw a nice blue and orange one, and I was like, well, that's really nice. And I thought, I'll go back for that. But when we went back, it was gone, so couldn't have it. And he didn't speak much English, but he seemed to understand blue and orange. So he went into his little, Aladdin's cave of cones, and then kind of pulled out loads of cones. And he went, this good? And I said, oh, actually, yes, it's very good. So he blended a few different blues and a couple of whites and this lovely orange colour, and then a little sparkle through it. So I don't know if you can see the little plies. There was about 6 different cones that he had going. So yeah, it's quite nice. And I think that the fact that it's this is how it looks in the egg, not the cone or the skein. This is how it looks in the egg. This is probably how the garment itself will look when I make it. It's going to be very drapey. I probably could make a couple of shawls, to be honest, out of them, but I don't know. Like, I'll see how the material like crochets up. I'm not knitting with it because it will split something rotten. So yeah, I'll definitely be crocheting with it, but I think I'm going to have to get like a small, like maybe a 2.5 or a 3mm hook to be making things. And I think this one, oh, it's my absolute favourite. It's massive. With that one, it might be a decoration for a while before I decide to use it, and then if I go back to Istanbul, well, not if, when I go back, if he's still there, fingers crossed he's still there, I might get like that 90s jazz egg, because that was a bit of something. But I did get one more egg, I couldn't resist this one. I think it was only about 600 grams, so it was about 180 lira. If you do like 0.6 times 300, 180 lira-ish for this one. This has got a bit of weight in it. It's yeah, it's pretty good. Let's have a smell. It's got that funny smell. It's like old, like an old smell, so I think it's been sat there a while, so I'll just have to like air them out as best I can. I would rewind them, but like it's an egg. It's really cool. But this one has got little bits of sparkle and stuff in it, so it's very nice. It's like got a, I don't know, it's got like a really subtle iridescent sparkle going through it. Quite a strong kind of cotton going through it, and then like a bit of texture. So yeah, but like nobody does these in the UK. But honestly, the machine he was using was just a bit different. I've never seen it before. Like you could wind these by hand, but you would literally only get them to about this size, and it would take you a while to do that. Now I did buy two things that I'm not going to include in all of like the price comparison things, because I just don't think that you can get anything like this in the UK. So I got some of this raffia. Like I'm now slowly becoming obsessed with this like really soft grey colour. And even though it might come across on camera as looking a bit metallic, it's really not. It's very like matted. I can't remember the price of this. I think it was something ridiculous, like £3, not even £3. But there's quite a lot of it, and I think I'm going to have to try and ball it. Now, it's not actually like, it looks like it's really stiff, but when you get each individual one, it's not like, it's very pliable. You can kind of do what you want with it. So I got that. Now there was sparkly raffia, like sparkly pinks, sparkly oranges, sparkly blues, and they were all so beautiful. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to get some grey. And if I make myself a little something with this, then it'll be sensible. It'll go with everything. And if I don't make anything with it, then it can just sit sensibly on a shelf. But one thing that wasn't sensible was this. So look how sparkly that is. Isn't it lovely? Now the colours are hurting my eyes. Wow, it's kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. So it's a gold. I don't know if you can see, it's so reflecty. It's like a gold twisted with a iridescent kind of AB colour, like Aurora Borealis kind of colour. So it's very nice. Anyway, it is this Pelure Nature? I don't know. So it says natural fibre hand knitting yarns. Ain't nobody knitting with that. On the picture, can you see that there's a bag there? Ow. and there's a hat. Oh, I forgot the word for hat. I learned the word for hat in Turkish and I forgot it. I can't remember. It's like, I was going to say chapati. No, that's food. That's not Turkish. I can't remember. It's on the second vlog, I think. Is it on the, yeah, it's on the second one. But yeah, the Turkish word for hat, I learned it. Now I've forgot it because me and languages, like, not great. But yeah, so fabulous stuff. It literally just says ±7%, made in Turkey, recycled paper. I can't really even pull a strand out of it, but yeah, you can iron it apparently. It's got an iron mark on it. You can wash it at 40, hand wash, yeah. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool stuff. So I'm assuming you can make some kind of bag or hat or something out of this. So, I mean, you could put them together, I don't know. But I did think this could be part of the giveaway prize because it's a bit different, it's a bit sparkly. And when we hit 20k, I'm gonna like, or when I hit 20k on this channel, I'm gonna like do a nice giveaway prize, which will be good. It'll be something to like on here, and then I'll just kind of run it over on Instagram because it's easier to do things like that over on Instagram. If you're not already following me on Instagram, go and drop me a follow. I'll link it down below. But yeah, right, okay, right, let's move on to the final bits. Right, would you like to see a few of the things that I bought that are not yarn? If you were just here for yarn, you can feel free to go off about your business now. But if you want to see my non-yarn related things, I'm not going to say like names out loud of what they are. I'm just going to show you them and you can, you know, it'll be like naughty charades or something because ain't nobody getting demonetized for showing naughty things on here. So I'll get my favourites. Oh, other half is sitting there with one. Do you want to throw it to me? Oh my god. So this was This is the closest thing I could get to Nan's dinner plates that wasn't going to cost me £1,000, which is this. Oh, right, I'm not saying it out loud. I'm not saying it out loud because I'm not getting demonetized. It comes with a little keychain. I think I paid 20 monies for this, so 20 English monies. Oh my god, there's actually a skein of yarn in here. That's not one that I bought in Turkey, that's just what I used to pack it so it wouldn't go flat. Because I made other half's dad a scarf. I just put that there. I had no idea that was there. And it comes with a bag strap. So I got that. I got my sister one. Hers is in a bag here somewhere, so I'll show you hers in a second. But yeah, that's my one. That's I just treated myself because I didn't treat myself to any kind of designer things last time. So item number 1, pleased with this. It's I'm not going to use it very much because people probably will call me out and it'd be, oh, look at you with your turkey goods. Anyway, right, so that's my first one. Let me show you the next one. This is my new project bag. This was basically £10. There were £10. I think the actual real items probably look nothing like this, to be honest. But you know, to the untrained eye, I'm bougie. So that is going to be a project bag. So when I fancy just you know, sitting, I don't know, in the leisure centre or whatever, like watching the swimming lessons, I can have my project in this bad boy. So yeah, that's my project bag. Right, I'll get you the next thing. Right, for my mother, I got this. I think I showed this. This was in the upstairs of one of the hidden little shops. These retail for like a stupid amount of money. Who's spending £5,000 on a handbag when you could spend 20? So this is for Mother Dearest. I've not been to see her just yet, but I will go and see her and take this to her, and she will be extremely pleased. It will join the black one that I bought her last time. So that's that one, nice and clean. Other half is the absolute king of bargaining, and I tell you what, I thought he was good. Like, he had his whole family with him, so these were like descending upon these merchants and getting all the bargains. It was great. I was just sat there like fanning myself and enjoying the air conditioner. I said, no, you just get me that for a tenner, darling, and I'll be happy. So I unleashed them upon the merchants and got my own way. But that's not how it works with wool. You can't, apart from like maybe the eggs, you can't, like, the wool is a fixed price, so don't ever try and go in and, like, you know, barter down with the wool because it's cheap enough as it is. For my sister, so there was a man selling handbags on the corner right at the bottom of Mahmutpasha. You turn right and you keep going for about 100 metres and there's a naughty man selling £4 handbags. Now these probably look nothing like the actual like designer ones, but I got my sister a £4 handbag, literally £4, because she said, oh, I want that 90s style handbag, and I was like, right, okay, £4, literally 200 Turkish lira, and I tell you what, he had a mountain, an actual mountain of them. So that's that one. And then I was on the phone to her on WhatsApp call, showing her the bags, and she wanted that one, so we can be like twinning. That's what I got there, because that's what she wanted. So if you're on her, if you jump over to her channel and she's using this handbag, you know it's a Turkey handbag. So that one there, not saying any names, not getting in trouble here. Right, and then there's one more thing that I treated myself to, and I was going to get them last time, and if you watch me last Turkey vlog from 2024, you will hear me talking about them, and I was going like, when I was saying it. So now these are really heavy. These had to go in my hand luggage, and I was struggling to carry them with the egg in these and everything, honestly. Not naming names, but I got these lovely trainers. You can probably read it. I got these. So yes, it's nothing to do with wool, but like, you know, when in Istanbul, you know, you buy. So yeah, these were my size. I tried them on. Oh god, they're so heavy, so heavy. Obviously there's two, there's one in the bag. But yeah, so seems legit. Got them. So all the like, they must see the British tourists coming, because when I went to the guy and I said, oh, how much are these? These are nice. How much? And he's like, £100. And I was like, oh, I don't have £100. Like, trying to do a little bit of British haggling. So I don't have £100. He went, like, best price £90. And then obviously I called in the troops and I was like, right, I need these cheaper. So then other half and his family descended upon the merchant and I got them for £60, which is probably more than I should spend, but like, bearing in mind I do save up for me little trips to Turkey every year. So anyway, but speaking of money, right, we're not going to talk money with with me naughty trainers and me naughty handbags and that, we're going to talk about the money of the yarn. So let's see, how much did I actually spend? How much would it have cost me? What was the saving? We want to know the street value of the yarn. Let me get that for you in just a second. Just need to do a little bit of adding. At this point, I should probably mention that other half is an avid t-shirt collector. And you'll see in the, like, not in this video, we went to the Scottish Wool Festival and he's wearing his t-shirt. So the same brand as the trainers, he's wearing that t-shirt. And there's a naughty t-shirt man that was selling, like, designer t-shirts, and he was selling them for £2 Great British pounds. It was amazing. So other half has indulged, but obviously, like, they've been worn, washed. I'm not going digging through these t-shirts, but trust me, t-shirts were bought. Right, I've done it. I've honestly, like, the math here is amazing. Right, now, I think the biggest contributor to this was probably the Love Garden, because that is very expensive to buy in the UK. That being said, so I spent £84.39 on the yarn, which does not include the eggs. The eggs on their own altogether were £22.44, but the yarn that I spent £84.39. So that's like all the Nacco Paris, all the Elişi, like the 3 blue ones for a scarf, the packets of the cotton with the shimmer. So anything that I'd vacuum packed, and the cakes, the yarn art cakes, £84.39. Which is pretty good, which is a lot less than I thought I'd spent. Yeah, I must have spent more on food. But the street value of the yarn. So if I was to take this yarn and sell it in the UK without any kind of delivery costs, this would cost me to buy in the UK £354.52. That's how much that would cost. Would you like it in dollars? I'll give you it in dollars.
£354.52 equals $480.28.
So if you were in America and you wanted to buy this yarn in this bag, you would have had to have spent $480.28. No idea what euros are. But if you had went to Turkey with your American dollars, you would have spent $115 on all of this yarn. Not the eggs. But, I mean, you can see, like, the savings are there. So, let's just set the scene. It's February, which is the best time to go to Istanbul because it's not very hot and the hotels are cheap and it's off season and all the winter wool is still, like, in stock. So, set the scene. You get yourself a plane ticket. I don't know how much plane tickets are from far away, but a plane ticket from the UK to Istanbul is around about £200 to £300 depending on who's providing the flight. If you're bougie and you want to go first class, obviously it's more. I will quite happily fly in peasant class to go and get my boots filled with yarn. Okay, I will sit on the wing if I can go and get my boots filled with yarn. So yeah, and then if you get a hotel, hotels are generally around about £40 per night. In the Sultanahmet area, you could probably get them cheaper. Elsewhere, there'll be more expensive hotels, but that's what we paid last time. This time we were all Airbnb'd, other half sorted me out. But it roughly worked out about £250 for like the Airbnb and flights anyway. So, I mean, I have saved £270, like 270.13 Great British monies. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So I'm very pleased with myself. Obviously, I've went ahead and spent it on some items which I needed it, man. It looks like Nan's dinner plates. I needed it. So yes, I am pleased with this. It enabled me to buy family gifts. It enabled me to buy some beautiful pink trainers, which we will not name the brand. This will most likely be like vacuum packed because I need to have a sort out basically. So I'm going to be having a look through all of my yarn stash that I've got, and like some of the things when I buy it, I'll say to myself, if I don't use it within 6 months, I'm going to put it on Vinted, and I've done that before, it's been successful. And I think at some point in the next week or two, I'm going to have a little clear out. I'm going to put stuff on Vinted, and when I do that, I'll probably do like a little short video and be like, oh, you know, or I'll mention it in whatever video has gone out and say, by the way, my Vinted's link below, like you can go and buy. I've not linked my Vinted below this video because things are not on Vinted yet, because things are everywhere, they're all over the floor and everything. So I'm going to have a tidy up, I'm going to have a clear out, I'm going to sort myself out. I've gone back to school now, so I'm not going to have much time for it. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts? Like, would you travel to Istanbul in order to buy this yarn? Would you travel to Istanbul in order to buy yourself things that are not yarn. Would you travel to Istanbul for the scenery? Because I did show you some of the places to go in the past couple of vlogs. There's like the Basilica Sistine, there's the Blue Mosque, there's the Hagia Sophia, there's the Grand Bazaar. Don't buy anything in the Grand Bazaar. It stinks of smoke and it's overpriced, but it's good to go and look at. Food, try not to get scammed, pay with cash when you can, because people be like, you need to add 10% for your, whatever's for charges, and it's like, no, we don't, scam person. So pay in cash when you can. It's very, very cashy society, especially if you find the naughty t-shirt man in Kadikoy, because t-shirts be £2. Anyway, right, I've waffled on for long enough. I need to go and edit this video because you wonderful people would like to see everything that I've bought. We've got the street value of the yarn, it was £354.52. We've got the savings were £270. And if you have made it this far, can you drop a yarn ball in the comments? This will please me. Just drop a yarn ball, and then I know that I'm not boring and that you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you have enjoyed it, do consider subscribing if you're not subscribed, and give it a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm. And like I said in my last video, I have turned on members, so if you want to see the members only videos that are going to start feeding through, and if you want to come and join the members only lives, which should start at the beginning of October, I just need to get me set up done. Other half is techie, he will set it up. I will just talk at you, and then you can talk back to me on these lives. But I have to do members only lives because I work in a school and we're not having the little blessings that I teach take over the lives, because I'm not dealing with that. It needs to be members only. So anyway, I've waffled on long enough. There is no pressure to become a member, by the way, because I put out lots of content which is not membery. So anyway, right, I think that's enough for this video. I'm going to go and have a little bit of a tidy up, a little bit of a cup of tea, and I'm going to go edit this video for you. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye!